seek some semblance of justice. I remind you often that in the state case, remember the prosecutor in that case told his killers, his white supremacist killers, to go home and chill, take a shower and stuff. While the white supremacist Becky's sister took a picture of his dead corpse and put it out on social media, talking about she was fascinated.
Okay.
It was only because of the pressure from the family and folk like us that were highlighting this and mashing the gas. So much pressure, we created such momentum from the black grassroots that finally folk in mainstream.
Hey V, how are you doing? I am so glad to have you guys join me. What I am doing is I am streaming a music group that I belong to, that I was part of for 10 years. And the site left and returned, and it returned last year when my breast cancer returned. And I had a double vasectomy. But music is my first love. Music helps me to cope in life. Music has been my therapy. So I posted the link if anybody want to just come in. And I want to thank you, ladies, men, for coming in and joining me. Um, and also, what I'm going to be doing is I will be sharing everybody's links on my in my community wall. We got a rough battle on YouTube, but it's going to be all right. Thank you all for coming in. Okay, let's see. So bear with me because I'm going, hey, Lady T, the Dream Team, how you doing? Girl, yeah. Oh, yeah, let me tell you, V, the Sepia Scholar. The first time I had cancer, I found out it was a month after I lost my mother. And so once I started my radiation, it damaged my body so much that I was unable to walk. I had to go through all of this therapy, couldn't walk. My sister, I'll never forget her crying. We had just lost my mother. Um, and they said I probably had like a nervous breakdown, but in my body with everything I was doing. So the damage messed up my body so that I have like uh, osteoporosis, and I got arthritis in my entire body. I've got back problems. Something is wrong with my C4. I don't. Uh, I'm in constant chronic pain. When it rains, it hurts. Then my cancer returned last year, and I've got this. I had my breast removed, but I've been getting all of the swelling and stuff. So I've got some muscle spasms in between my where my breast was at. I guess my rib cages or something they said. But I have to take an ultrasound. Yes, God is good. And I said, well, He left me on this earth for a reason. So that's why I try to stay away and just from talking about different subjects on YouTube. I just try to, um, be a light. That's what I'm trying to be, a light. Lady T, good to see you. Bits and pieces with Sassy, because you're in another country. And V, yeah. So I've got to see how I can share this link now. Y'all bear with me. Um, okay. Bear with me for a minute. I'm going to put the YouTube link in there. In this journey of turntable, I met some beautiful people. And then, of course, in life, there is good and bad. And so, but for the overall part, I met some good people. My sister and I, we used to host meet and greets at her home, and we had beautiful times. We had people come from all over, from some different states, and it was nice. We did have some good times. So let me see. Okay. Now y'all gotta hold on, bear with me because I've gotta post this link in the um in the turntable group. But anybody that knows me, they know music is my first love. If people can please hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Mm, my computer, I tell you, it just runs so slow at times. Hey, Georgia girl. But anybody that knows me, they know I love my music. Music, man. Ooh, boy, I can remember. See, I'm 59. I'll be 60 in August. But see, I come from the old school. And honey, we started off with albums. And so with albums, what we had to do is we had to take the needles and put it right on the albums where our songs would start. Then if your albums got wobbly, you taped the albums down with bow dollars, which were half dollars, but we called them bow dollars. So you would wrap the bow dollar on top of um, the component, I guess you could say the arm that had the needle for you to play your record. So we went from albums to 8 tracks to cassettes to CDs to now downloading music. Old school and house, old school funk stuff from the 70s. It's probably my favorite genre. And yeah, I love me some Parliament, Never Learn to Swim, and all of that. And so, oh yeah, Bonnie Rose, honey, we done went through some changes. And then, I loved me some Donny Osmond with Pop Puppy Love. I, back then when I was growing up, see, we didn't have that much music. I mean, like now how they have R&B, rap, and everything. In my day, we didn't have black radio stations coming up. And so here in Illinois, well, I was born in Chicago, then we moved to Joliet. But every weekend I was in Chicago, then went up there and lived on and off. So, but there was a radio station called WLS with Larry Lujack. So, we listened to pop and rock more so than soul music when I was coming up. And then luckily, if some of the soul artists made it to the top 40s, then we heard it on WLS. Then the radio god said, let there be some black radio stations. And then we had WVON, then came WJPC, WBMX, WGCI, Power 92. But music has been my therapy and it's helped me. So I'm letting everybody know this is the link. Okay, yeah. All right. Link shared. Wait a minute. Hold on. See, my computer runs slow because I got the plan of, the low income internet where I only pay $9.99. So this is the link. Hold on. Okay. Um. So also in the room we have this guy, and his name is Ramel. Um. And Ramel was a good friend. He came to visit my mom when she was ill, and he was singing. Ramel has a couple of songs, and when it's my turn to go up, I will play Ramel's song. Then we have another DJ in here. His name is Cuddy. Um, he introduced me to a lot of music. We have Love Spinner. I've learned more about pop and rock music from her. And this site, when I tell you that, oh wow, hold on, I think I hit the wrong thing. that we had okay that we had some wonderful times. It was times that we didn't even sleep. I mean, we was on this site. Like I said, a lot of friendships was formed. We learned more about music through this site. I did as well. Um, Music has no color to it. And so, hey, Ty. So, yeah. So, I'm letting everybody know that's me, April Showers. But we had so much fun on this site 10 years ago. And we've lost a few people. The site had actually left. I mean, it was like so devastating. And then the site returned. Hey, Ty, how you doing? Everybody dropped their links so people can come in. Um, Let me. Yeah, okay. I'm giving the audience history of turntable. Um, I told them Ramel has songs out. Cuddy introduced me to more soul music. Spinner, wait a minute, Spinner, aka Lynn, learned more about pop and soul, and Emerson introduced us to the New York vibe. Hmm, let me see. Who else? Okay. Uh oh crap. No. Shit. Y'all, I didn't hit the wrong button. In case, how in the hell did this come up? And so to my StreamYard people, thank you, Emerson. She said I added your channel to this thing so people will have it saved in their messages as they join. So it's weird because I go in these music rooms, and when I would tell people like I'm not listening to half of these people in their shows and stuff. I be on different music sites. I might come in and speak and listen, but music is my first love. So I would go back into sites like this, people that's on Twitch and different places, and Mixcloud and Spreaker.com. And so then I would go back, like in somebody's channel on YouTube, and make a comment, and all hell will break loose. And I'm like, well, hell, I don't even know what's going on because I was in a music site. But that's neither here nor there. But this is the way to find April Showers, a music lover, was to be on these different music sites. Because, like I said, music is my therapy, and music has no color to it. No color, no race, nobody's opinions. I can just listen to my music. Whew. Oh, okay. So now I am up. I have claimed my spot. And I just went up. And what we would do is, we would just get up and play music. Sometimes we had themes, um, like we would do pop or music from the 80s or music from the 70s. We even did music from different countries or like house music from different countries. House music, I love me some house music. And some Italian house is great. Germany house is great. And so, really, I only have 5,000 points, and that's really low. But like I said, when the site returned, I had just found out that I had cancer, and so I think I know I started some Soulful Strut rooms, but I was unable to keep the rooms up. So what we do is we go into turntable.fm, Afro Rhythms, and I don't know of any other rooms other than mine. Let me see. There is some more people. Hold on. Okay, they got Reggae Island. They have an all music mix. They have a connector songs. They have hot hits. So you can come on this site and you can go into any room and they're playing all type of music. As you can see, we got reggae right there, hot hits. Yeah. Then let me see. Oh, DJ Nick, I gotta go check my boy out. Okay, I didn't know he had his own room. And so all of these people, like I said, it was nice. We were on this site so much, a lot of friendships developed. Um, some of them, people still have, and that's great. It's awesome. But I learned a lot more about music, you know, because you did have rooms that was playing like the B side of music. And to be honest, I am so glad they have these music sites. These music sites really help me because, like I said, music is my therapy. I got some hot tamales, some candy in my mouth. Sorry about that if I'm being rude. Sorry. And let me see where I am at. Okay. Hold on. Hmm. And some of these people, it's been so long that they'll come in, and I remember some of the DJ names. Like this is Dirty Dynasty. And like I said, we would come in and greet everybody. Lynn just said, nice to be spending with you. And I'm responding, Lynn, this is awesome that we are still living. So I always say, we are so grateful because we lost a lot of DJs over the 10-year period of time. Hey, Takara, what's going on? I ain't heard from you. Where you been? Oh yeah, Georgia girl, I done DJ'd at parties. My last time I DJ'd was, what was it? Mm, the last time I DJ'd was 4 years ago, and that's when they have what they call a pub crawl, where they have this chosen few weekend, and I DJ'd at a club. Yes, I have DJ'd like professional DJ at clubs. Yes. And I think I have pictures and a video. I'm gonna try to find a video um when I DJ, and that was like my last time um that I really DJ, because I was my cousin them, they gave me the boost because I hadn't DJed in a while. And they gave me the boost, and I got on, and I went on and I DJ'd and I rocked the crowd. And then I lost my cousin. So my cousin, who was like my sister, my BFF, my motivator, my everything. She passed. Her name was Kim Carter. And so I have so many. My heart is just so broken by the loss of so many of my loved ones. I carry a big sadness in me. I grew up with all of my cousins on my mother's side, and we were so close, and we're losing we're losing so many. And on my mother's side, we were a small family. Everybody, please make sure that you check out Georgia Girl when She does her Wellness Wednesdays. You know, I I get a really sadness in my heart that as black women we can't get it together and be supportive of each other. And I'm so sick of when you try to tell somebody something, they want to say you hating on them. See, people my age, we come from a different grade of people, a different grade of women. It didn't matter if you was rich or poor, if you was a bum to high class, we still respected women. We tried to help them in need. We just looked out for people back then. Now you can't tell these young girls anything. They think they know it all. You know, I like my story to be a testimony to women. I like to tell women exactly what I went through. I'm not ashamed of my past. My past made me the person I am today. But these women nowadays, they so messed up to like you just wanna like, oh no, 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 no. I ain't used to this type of mess. And no. Uh-uh. So and it's so unfortunate because we need to be together and build together and learn how to trust one another. And I'm so sick of all of this. They hating on me or people jealous of me. Jealous of what? Because I'm going to tell you, when you get my age, you glad you done made it. Because people not living that long. So all of that, what somebody got, where they living at, how many cars they got, that shit don't mean nothing to me now. I'm glad to be alive now. But due to the way I was raised, yes, I'm used to nice things and I'm going to have them. And it's unfortunate that, like I said, we can't come together. We need to be more supportive of each other. And we need to love our sisters without any attachments. Okay, let me see. And also, something else I wanted to talk about was what's up with this mammy stuff. Why do the young girls, if you don't agree with them, they want to say you a mammy? I was in a room earlier and they were talking about the Jesse Smollett case. And I'm trying to figure out they were reading what Tina knows. Now, I don't really care that much for Tina knows because, she's talking about she's advocating for black men, but you was with a man, your husband. I don't even think you acknowledged his outside children he had. And then your son in law is yet to take a blood test to see if a child is his. So men that don't acknowledge their children, I have no respect for them. I don't like them. And to go around here and know that you have a child and don't acknowledge that child, I think is so downright dirty, low down to me. And so back to what I was saying, I was in this group and they were talking about Justice Smollett. And then came up what Tina Knowles said, and then Taraj Henson. So they were called mammies. Hey, black girl beauty. So I'm trying to think why we got to be called mammies, because we sit up and see, we've seen a lot in our time. See, I'm like Taraj Henson. Okay, Jesse Smollett, he had already paid a fine and did restitution and did community service. They tried to Bill Cosby him. See, black people, we wasn't mad that Bill Cosby had already told this truth. He told this truth. He said, I gave the girls Quaaludes. We did that. That's what we did. They come back 30 years later and try to, and they did. They arrested him, charged him all over for something he admitted to. Thank God he got out, which he was anyway, because they should have never charged him again. So people was outraged that he got out. Nobody was mad that this so-called judicial system doesn't work for us. And so basically, what they were doing to Justice Smollett, they were trying to Bill Cosby him. So no, that judge got up there, talked about him like a dog. Okay, first of all, he wasn't there. Two brothers. We'll never know the truth because those was two brothers who probably stuck together. Chicago, Cook County is crooked. So Eddie Johnson put that out there that he lied. So we'll never know, as far as I'm concerned, the complete truth about that. You got two brothers, Nigerians, and of course they're going to stick together. And so, but why do I have to be called a mammy? Because that's what they were doing, saying they're mammies, because the time what the judge sentenced him to did not fit his crimes. So see, we don't get outraged, whether he's innocent or guilty. The charges the judge gave him did not fit his crimes. So we're not even mad about that. So whether he lied or not, the charges that they gave him did not match what other people have been given. They've never thrown anybody in jail and told them you're going to serve so many days in jail first. So like I said, we can't even get it together and come together. It's not the point whether he did it or not. But what about the sentence they gave him? It wasn't right. So The younger people are calling people like Taraj and me. And yes, I am going to talk about Emmett Till. Y'all done went back and got our black men that did crimes, how they did Bill Cosby. You go back and you arrest Carol Bryant for killing, for lying, and Emmett Till being killed. So yeah, I can bring them up in the same breath. You're going back 30 years on black people, go back 30 to 40 years on white people. So that means you got to go arrest Carol Bryant. But see, they don't do that. And then when you talk about it, well, that ain't got nothing to do. Emmett didn't lie about nothing. He didn't do this. It's not what Emmett did. It's what the person did that lied on him. And they came out and said what they have done. The woman has admitted that she lied. Arrest her. But we so caught up. Oh, that ain't got nothing to do with it. And I'm sitting there listening to them like, am I lost? Cause see, I done seen a lot, and I know people older than me done seen it. I worked in the prisons. I've been advocating for people when my aunt would take me to Operation Breadbasket. We were talking then how the sentencing guidelines is different for blacks and whites. I know people here in Joliet, Illinois, where due to them having a different skin color, they were able to get off on a whole lot of crimes, and they sent them to rehab. So they sent black people to prison. Hold on. Oh, dang it. I thought I had turned my oven off. Dang it. Oh. Oh. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I done burned my pizza. God dang it. And I think I got my 5K. Yep. Hold on. I think I got my 5K. Oh, I need one more point. One more point to get 5K. Okay, so I guess I'll have to go another round. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I got another round. Um, let me. I'm going in between two shows. I'm talking to the group, and then I'm talking to you guys. Um, hey, Facebook user, how are you? So, if anybody wanted to join the chat, Black Girl Beauty, V, Tat, Georgia Girl, so we can talk about, why are the younger generations, um, this app is StreamYard, V. I want to know why I have to be called a mammy because I want fair sentencing. Like there should be no difference due to race or the color of someone's skin. Oh, okay. All right. Hey, now I got it. Okay. Okay. So I made the 5K. So if anybody wanted to come up, let me drop this link and talk about this. I know Black Girl Beauty want to come up here. The Facebook user, are you from Soulful Strut? Can I Hey chef, how you doing? So I was showing everybody a music site and I was having a 5,000 point, they when you reach different milestones, they give you parties. Hold on. So the subject I wanted to talk about is, what is this new expression where people want to say, oh, hey, Venzel, how are you? Venzel, that's my cousin. I want to know why people want to call me a mammy because I want to see the same sentencing for a black person. So I'm gonna put the link up here. But this app, this is it's StreamYard, and I like it. That is the link if anybody wants to come up and talk about this word mammy. I need to know where it's coming from. I know zaddy is they're talking about you still working for the master. But this mammy, well, I mean, I know I'm gonna protect mine at all costs. I will call them out on their wrongness too. Let's not get it twisted. Okay, mammy is not good. I just posted the link. If you wanna come in, I'll stop sharing the show, and I put the link in there, and I got people I'm talking to. Well, the sentencing guidelines. That judge was so biased, and I mean, he basically was calling him a liar and everything else. He gave him probation, but then he said, you're going to have to spend so many days in the Cook County jail. Like, what the hell? People don't even make it out of there alive. So, my thing is, you know, they've made exceptions for everybody else. Yeah, I am. I'm talking about Jesse. Yes. So, if you want to come up, you're more than welcome. But because people like me that said, yeah, I was happy he got out. I was like, run, Jesse, run, get the hell out of Chicago around these crooks. Chicago is a crooked. Everybody's crooks. And so, because I'm saying Jesse should be free, and some ladies, they were talking about Taraji Henson in her statement. And basically, she was saying that it didn't fit his sentencing, did not fit his crime. And to take it further, you know, people are going back, they're going back years to get black men, like they did Bill Cosby, or like they're doing. Okay, so hold on. Let me stop sharing the screen and we're going to get this conversation going.
Okay, so hold on.
Okay, how you be? Nice to have you, V.
Hey, can you hear me? I have an echo. Am I echoing?
No, it might be me.
Okay, how you be?
Yeah, that's me. I'm on the echo.
Hey, can you hear me? I have an echo. Am I echoing?
No, it's me.
Might be me. Okay.
I don't. Ooh, I don't know because there's definitely an echo, but that's weird.
Hello? Testing.
Okay. I don't. Ooh, I don't know because there's definitely
Okay,
an
let
echo.
me make sure.
No?
Oh, I know what. Hold on.
Okay.
I got to check another tab because it looks like I had two Googles open. Hold on.
Maybe that's why. Hold on.
Uh-huh. Yeah, hold on.
Uh-oh. Maybe that will help.
Testing.
Can you hear me, Miss April?
I can hear you well.
All right.
Okay,
I think I
did
had
it go
another
away?
tab open.
Okay, because it went away, right?
Yeah, it went away.
Okay, I
There's a
had a
little bit of
tab
a
open.
delay going on. I'm not sure, but yeah. So
Okay.
you're talking about Jesse right now and his
Yeah,
sentencing?
I was in the show today because, I go around to all you guys' shows and I listen to them, all the new people. Because I'm going to tell you, I am so happy for these podcasters. We have podcasters where we have so much going on, so much information you can learn.
Yes.
I just wanted to know why I got to be called the mammy because I'm saying free Jussie.
I'm confused on why that makes you a mammy as well. I
Yeah,
don't I don't think they're using the right term. I don't know. I don't think they're using the right term.
yeah, and I'm
Um, the reason I'm saying the right term, not that I think I need to plug in because my computer is about to die or something. I don't know. Let's see. So let me get myself together. Or I'll just sit
wait a
over here.
minute, hold on. I
I'll just sit over here.
I burned I burned my pizza that I had in the oven, so I gotta let the
Okay.
girl.
Maybe that's why I was acting
So
up.
yeah, um, I was in the show and they dogged Taraj Henson out. Said she was a mammy. She never.
That's
She never.
it could. I don't know how
Taraj.
that's a man. I
She
think what it
never.
is.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna let you talk. Let me mute my
Oh,
mic.
okay. No, I don't think that's a mammy. Maybe they're because there's a big pushback against black women protecting black men at all costs because they feel like it's not reciprocated. That could be why you're catching the backlash. So, but I don't think mammy would be the term to use. I think that person was just being disrespectful, honestly.
Yeah, because like I said, I listened to them for a
Hmm.
while, um, and they were just dogging older women out, or just dogging women. Like, don't get it twisted. If somebody has done some wrong, I'm gonna chastise them,
Hmm.
and if they got to go do some time or something, then the sentencing should be fair. So
Yes.
yeah, I'm gonna protect my black man, whether it be my son, my
Hmm.
cousin, or anybody else. I want them to get the same sentencing. So why do
Exactly.
I have to be called a mammy? Because yeah, I'm gonna protect man at all costs. Right?
Yeah, like yeah, I don't think, like I said, I think that what the issue is, I mean, there's definitely a lot of ageism. I mean, I'm not a spring chicken either. So,
Right.
but there's definitely a lot of ageism, and then there's a big backlash because they feel like women's rights have impeded on men's rights. They kind of want to keep the status quo for the patriarchy. So they feel like a lot of the black men are not protecting the women, or providing. There's, if you listen to I'm not going to say his name, but if you go into the manosphere, that's some of their talking points, that they shouldn't have to protect us or do any of that stuff. And women, black women especially, go super hard for black men. Like, I don't.
Well, yeah,
Maybe
because
it's because they come from our womb. That could be why we're like that. But they feel like if you're protecting that person, because there's a big thing against Jesse, anyways, and I think it's also because he's a part of the LGBTQ community, and a lot of people resent them because they seem to have more power than the black community when it comes to their rights and shutting stuff down when they feel like they've been wronged and everything. And they feel like he took away from the seriousness of hate crimes by lying. I don't know if the man lied or not. I don't know. I wasn't there when he said he went and got their Subway sandwich, but I feel like the Chicago PD was definitely making an example of him. Let me mute so you can speak.
all right. So I've got to, because I was trying to share the link. To the Facebook users and Soulful Strut. That's the link I shared. If you guys want to come in, because we do have people. This is it's streaming through 3 sites.
Oh,
My
okay.
Soulful Strut Facebook page, then
Mhm.
my YouTube, and then my Twitter account.
Mhm.
Okay. Who else is going to protect our black brothers? Who else is going to protect them? Nobody. Honey, they didn't care about Jesse. Let me tell you something. Jesse brought them black lawyers up in there. That last time he had that black lawyer, he had a whole black legal team.
Mhm.
Black legal team that knew the law.
Mhm.
A black legal team. Jesse had already paid for that. He had already did community service and gave them $10,000. They
Mm.
still Cosby'd him. They came back
Oh.
because they were mad.
Mhm.
They were mad. You know, Jesse walked in that courtroom. Jesse, that first time, had that black woman. So, you know, I'm like, ooh, wee, what's her name? Because I know I need to have her. I need to know her number to help some people out here in Georgia.
Well, Jesse. See, this was the thing with Jesse. Sometimes it feels like he's still playing his character on Empire. Like, he says he's the Black Tupac. He has all this other stuff going on. I think that when you say who's going to protect the black men, I think some people are like, when are they going to protect themselves and women and children as well? When are they gonna stand in their rightful place as the leaders of our community? You understand?
I understand, honey. I'm all for protecting the black woman too, but let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
That black woman, no matter what I say or do, they ain't gonna leave and they ain't gonna go nowhere until they get ready to go.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
So, I can go get that black woman an apartment,
Mm-hmm.
move her kids in there, and they say that they're tired, okay, and you go get them an apartment for them and their kids to get away from this person, and you look
Mm-hmm.
up and 2 months later the man is over there.
Look.
Who's
You're
laughing?
not. You're
Somebody in the
listen,
background.
listen.
Hey, person in the background. When my other co-host is on, her husband be in the back in the bedroom. So we always say the co-host from the bedroom too, because he be listening and talking. So
Mm-hmm.
we got us a co-host in the back. Hey, co-host. But it's the truth. It's the
No,
truth.
you're telling nothing but the truth. I used to be married to a law enforcement gentleman, and that was the main thing that he struggled with because women are naturally nurturing, and they like fixer uppers. They like fixing people up, so they'll know the dude's not right. But once they've invested time, money, and whatever else, their body, whatever they invested in there, they're gonna ride or die for that dude. That's why I get really super offended when they say, that black women, are gold diggers or different things that they say about black women. I'm like, half those dudes that they're supporting and writing out the bids for, they're broke. So what exactly are they digging at the time? They just supporting that
Boy,
man.
some of them stand by him. They keep going back to prison. You know, they making sure they got money on their phones. They
Yes.
going through they going through snowstorms, ice storms, rain, sleet, hell to get to the prisons to see they men. That didn't leave him no money when they
Mm-mm.
was out there hustling. They had 4 or 5 other women.
Yes,
You
showing
keep
up at
all
different
this
days.
mess.
Yep.
So, mm-mm. But
So
yeah,
my
it's in me. I've done a lot of injustices, and
mhm.
I'm basically not caring. I just want the same sentence. Now, what
Yep.
do you think about this Kanye West mess? What do you think about D.L. Hughley and Steve Harvey? Now, I did a show on it. I listened to all of this. I said, first of all, F D.L. Hughley. He should have
Really?
been
No, no,
banned.
I'm interested. I don't think I saw that show.
Yeah,
I I would love to
but
hear why you're saying FDL Hughley, and I have
yeah,
no idea
let
what
me
Steve
finish
Harvey
now.
said.
I'm gonna tell you.
Okay.
Now I say FDL Hughley
Mhm.
because first of all, these people go on the live and they all diss the black people on there anyway.
Mm.
But that was that man's business.
Mhm.
We don't need you to be talking about that man. Everybody know Kanye ain't rap too tight.
Mm.
Okay. And let me tell you something. You and that both know love will make you do right, love will make you do wrong. Okay?
Yes. Mm.
And so can't nobody be talking about he acting crazy because half of y'all done cut and slashed the men's tires. You done
Oh
spray painted
Lord.
their tires. Y'all done did a whole lot of shit. So don't sit up here and act like Kanye the first man to get out here, and he's showing he's a hurt man. That's all it is. But then y'all talking about him ain't no better. D.L. Hughley should have said, "I refuse to talk to him about him. We going to get Kanye, and we gonna put Kanye in a room, and then we gonna say, you need some help, bro. What
Mhm.
you ain't nobody telling him what he's doing ain't right. All they doing is talking. Then Steve Harvey gonna get his dried up, washed up butt in there, talking about, dude, this ain't what you want. They want to talk about D.L. Hughley. He from L.A. and all this. Girl, Kanye be done whooped his old butt. Like he can go down and sit down somewhere. That old full gray beard, and hell, he had a chest, had more titties than me. So
Oh.
Hughley need to go somewhere and sit down. Steve Harvey trying to instigate some shit instead of him saying, I'm going to get both of them brothers and put them in the room and we gonna squash him. And who in the hell is he to be talking? You done left your wives and every
Mm.
relationship with other women. You know, where they find these people at? And then these people supposed to be the spokespeople for black people. No.
Well, Miss April, you just said a lot. I'll start. You just said a lot.
Okay, I'm gonna put my my mic on mute and let you finish.
Okay, so I have a special relationship with Kanye in the sense that he came out when I was in school and I was in college, right? And he represented us as a generation because he did the album College Dropout, and I can honestly say his words were so powerful. That to me, that's one of his best albums, if not the best album, or what is it, Heartbreaks and 808s or whatever. And he was definitely representing a culture. He was representing I guess they call it a buppy, the black yuppie, the one who wasn't afraid to show that they were educated, very, very into the culture, into music. He represented us. And I love Kanye, and he goes through these waves. So first of all, I'm just gonna talk about why we kind of like. I'm always gonna love Kanye, so that's the thing. I'm always gonna love Kanye for that exact reason because he was somebody that I could connect with when I was in that stage of my life in school, being different from everybody, and going through life and trying to figure out where I fit in, right? But then I think he got caught, and he's from Chi-Town. He represents it to the fullest. But then he kind of got caught up in Hollywood. He was with one woman, went to another woman, then he went to Kim Kardashian. And Kim Kardashian was Kim Kardashian based on Ray J from the beginning, but he definitely stepped up her game when it came to fashion, swag, all that other stuff. And he had a problem with her being promiscuous and her image. He said that from jump. That's why he was originally going to divorce her. So I'm just going through the whole story real quick. So Kanye was always obsessed with Kim, and she was obsessed with him, and they end up getting together. But then she realized he had a mental issue. The issue I had with Kanye, and then he did Yeezus, he did the I just lost the clothing line. He made all this money, and it is so crazy that he made the statement that I gave the Kardashians the culture. Why are you bragging on that? Why are you bragging on that? That's the issue I have with Kanye. Overall, I love Kanye, but I have that issue with him. He said he gave away our culture and he was bragging on it, right? They culturally appropriated. He supposedly gave it to them and they ran off with it. Okay, that's what the Kardashians do. Fine. I feel like Kanye is a hurt man. I've been through a divorce, so I know how it goes, and I initiated it, so I know how dudes act when they want to still keep doing it and still be together. And people do act a pure fool when the thing is over, do things you would never thought they would do. But yes, like you said, we've all been through this. Um, I think they're using what Kanye is doing. Kanye doesn't realize it, but they're using his actions in order to build a case to not only take his resources away from him, but make sure that he has no true control over the children that he has with Kim. I believe that is what's happening. Now, all this is going on, but I'm asking at what point do people step in with the crazy behavior? Yes, we give him a pass because he's Kanye, and we all know that he's had mental issues. He did the thing when he went on to, he said, was it Bush don't like black people? He's done all types. He
He's
went up
probably
there.
manic depressive, and
Yeah.
and
Mm.
so I know what that's like to deal with somebody that's manic depressive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So my thing is, you're right. As the elders of the community, they should have probably stepped in and say, "Hey, Kanye," after he did that whole animation with Pete Davidson getting murked or whatever, they probably should have stepped in and said something. But in our community, we're so busy going against each other. And you're right. Steve Harvey is not an expert on jack. I mean, if I ever get to work with him one day, I guess it is what it is. But you have to think about it. He made that Think Like a Man, Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man. That was nothing but the rules book dressed up in blackface. So He know how to
Girl,
hustle.
I would never want to be nowhere around Steve Harvey.
Yeah. He knows how to hustle. Marjorie know how to hustle. They all
Yeah.
know how to hustle. So Steve Harvey probably stepped in so that he could be relevant for a little while. And you have to understand, I just watched the documentary on Amazon Prime where all the comics came up together. So he probably felt like he was helping his friend out. But sometimes you just need to go sit down somewhere and mind your business because you're not helping anything. They need to get
Okay.
Kanye. I feel bad for Kanye because he needs help because they're going to use this against him.
Yeah,
That's
he's
why I feel bad
manic
for Kanye.
depressive. And see, he goes through spells every year. And
Hmm.
I am very familiar with dealing with manic depressive people. He
Hmm.
loves his kids,
Hmm.
you know, and he's just got to get back on his meds. Because
Hmm.
once they think they're okay, like I ain't okay, most people with mental illness will stop taking their medicine because they'll be like, I'm all right. I don't need to take my medicine. Now, there
Hmm.
is a question. You can read that question. There's a statement, it's on the screen.
Yeah, I think I saw it. Hold on. Why should Black people look up to celebrities? We should look up to our parents, teachers, and people in our community. I don't look up to any celebrities, and they can't tell me nothing. So, like I said, I'm in the middle of the row. I'm not super young. I don't think I'm considered an elder yet, right? And what I've noticed is these kids out here are looking, we shouldn't be looking up to them, but they're looking for someone to look up to. I'm just using the example of the dudes in the manosphere. We have a whole group of young dudes who I don't know where their dads were. I don't know if their dad is there, missing, whatever. They don't know how to deal with ladies, so they go look online for random people online to teach them how to handle women. They go online to get taught how to handle money. They go online to know how to dress. We may not like it, but even us as kids, we have people we looked up to. We had people we looked up to. We emulated. Not me in particular, but I had a family member who was obsessed with Lil Kim. She was obsessed with Little Kim. Is that the best role model? But she literally molded her whole look, the way she carried herself, the way she talked, exactly like Little Kim. Some people are looking for something to have a purpose, to make a name in the world, and they are looking for somebody to guide them. And maybe they don't think their parents are cool enough. Maybe they don't think the teachers are cool. They feel like it's cool. Heck, we're on YouTube. A lot of kids don't want to go to college and get a um traditional career. They want to be an influencer, right? Because they see these influencers that make millions of dollars. It seems to by putting up one video, and you and I both know how much work it actually is to be on here, right? And to get your following up. So I don't necessarily look up to any celebrities. Am I fond of a few people? You'd be surprised of who I'm fond of. It's different type of people. But do I base my whole life on them? Definitely not. Not. I take my life one day at a time, and as I've gotten older, I know that every journey has a pathway, and none of them are the same. So, but the kids are looking for somebody to look up to.
Um, James Harris, my parents, I looked up to them. I looked up to all of my aunts and uncles because I learned something from all of them growing up in this thing called life. I am so glad I was introduced to the music scene at a young age. I was around celebrities. I didn't get caught up in the hype. And I
Hmm.
realized that they were human beings too, and they make mistakes.
Hmm.
But everybody has somebody that they idolize. Oh, did y'all hold on? Go on. I gotta do.
Oh. Like Miss April was saying, everybody has somebody they look up to. I love reading autobiographies and seeing how different people live their lives and how they made their mark on the world. I'm sure when it's my time to go, I hope that I made a mark on the world with other people myself and somebody looks up to me, and I was surprised to find out based on what I do. I don't talk about what I do in real life, but that a lot of children in general look up to me. So not it's not necessarily that all Black people are looking up to celebrities, because I know I've gone and spoken to different groups of children, even adults, about what I do for a living, and I mean the thank yous and the loves and the support that I got, and people coming up to me and saying they looked up to me and I didn't even realize that I was just doing what I do, right? So anybody could be a role model. It just depends on how you carry yourself, and you never know who's watching you, who's learning from you, who's trying to emulate you. So, I mean, I just try to live by my day by day, and it is kind of crazy that I think Black people are the only type of people who, I mean, minority groups in general are the only type of people that look for leaders, and it's because we are the minority, right? And we kind of look for a representative to represent us to the majority group, and sometimes that will backfire. So, but celebrity, I mean, I would hate for my child to look up to certain celebrities, especially since I have girls and a boy. I would hope that they would look up to me and their dad for guidance and growth. And
Exactly.
I pull them to the side all the time. I'm like, hey, I know they're saying this, but this is how this really goes. And all you gotta do is
Right.
sit with your children, and they will tell you everything. Some of the conversations I had are so shocking, but I was just so happy that they told me, so I could give them
And
guidance.
see,
Hmm.
like I say,
Hmm.
you know, why would DLC, they go on these different shows? Like, do you watch Vlad TV?
Yes, I don't know why people go on Vlad TV, but they're
You
gonna
know,
keep doing it.
why do you even go on there? Because all they do is end up talking about another Black person,
Yes, and he's
and
and
they
he's
dog them
very
out.
white. He's making
He
money off
puts
of them
them in the
dogging Black people.
situation,
Yep.
yeah, that they're dogging them out. So
Hmm.
first, you done already went on this show, and I can't even understand why they even go on this show. Like,
It's
why
a
do
it's a
you go
it's a
on
huge
Vlad
platform, Miss
TV
April.
show and this man has done nothing but try to down Blacks? I don't get it. And then you
Well,
go
people would
on
do
the
anything
show,
for clout.
and of course, you say what you say, and you really didn't think anybody was gonna say anything, DL. Then who made you the spokesperson to speak on his marriage and his behavior?
Mm.
And
Well,
why didn't you call him in private? You could have said, no, I'm not going to discuss this. So that's why I say D.L. Hughley can go somewhere. I don't care what part of California he living in. They talking about he in the rich part and all of that. You still an ignorant nigga to me.
well, I've seen him in person perform, and I can probably agree with that. But with some of the crazy stuff he says, I think they feel as a social figure that you can that if you put yourself on public blast, that you open yourself up for scrutiny, right? Because let
Yeah,
me tell
because
you,
didn't he cheat on his wife
oh yeah,
and,
DL
and got a
Hughley
baby? That's what I'm
story.
saying. So, who are you to be talking about anybody? It should have been
Mhm.
done in private. All these people got skeletons and then did shady shit, but you want
Mhm.
to oust your brother man on a big platform because Vlad TV, everybody's watching because they
Yeah.
waiting to see what y'all gonna say. And then Steve Harvey washed up, but I said he's so mad because he don't even have any more shows. He's on
No, no.
Facebook, and you trying to instigate some stuff.
Well, they may feel like they have some type of authority because their marriages. I mean, because their marriages went so left and crazy. I
And
mean,
they know what they did and how they acted.
mhm. So they may feel like they have the authority to say something. I
Because
don't know.
Kanye could have did what Steve did, took all the kids and went and found another wife and tried to act like the wife didn't exist anymore.
Yeah, that's pretty much what went on.
Right.
I
So,
would have.
the pot calling the kettle black. I just can't get with these people.
I mean, a similar situation kind of happened with Dwayne Wade too. So I mean,
Oh,
that's
girl,
not the
I don't
first
even want to
time.
talk about him.
And Ludacris did the same thing. I mean, there's
You
several
know,
men
I
who
don't
have
even
done
want to talk about Dwayne Wade. He's a disgrace. Lord have mercy. Lord, please forgive me. I need to get some doggone blessing oil and put on my computer.
this.
Because, you know,
Well, if you
probably
handing
got
out
the
blessing oil, go
Illuminati.
ahead and toss
But,
some over here
yeah,
too.
but that Dwayne Wade, honey, Dwayne
Hmm.
Wade is awful.
Yeah.
Terrible. You know,
Yeah, I
that
mean, I
woman,
read
the way he did that woman, his first wife,
mhm.
terrible.
Did you
You
read
know him.
Did you read Gabrielle Union's book? I read it. It's quite
Hey,
a while. It's
VJ,
kind of quite a while to tell.
Hey, VJ, the DJ, thank you. How's it going? These are some of my friends from the turntable site. And
Hi,
that's
DJ, the DJ.
why we've been good friends for a while. Thank you
Mhm.
so much. Did you subscribe to my channel? But I think to a person, if you have dirt
Mhm.
on you, and I tell people all the time, I got to pass. I don't live to be 59 years old. So if I ran for political office, I say whatever y'all think, whatever they say I done did, I did it. Now,
Exactly.
now, moving
Exactly.
forward, this this is what I want to deal with today.
Mhm.
I'm not that person I was 30 years ago.
Mhm. No, no, I was saying that too. I was like, I was telling somebody that I said, I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna block any blessings, but I don't think I would marry. Because they always said I come off like I would be somebody's pastor's wife or a politician's wife, and I was like, nah, because I don't want any skeletons cartwheeling out the closet.
Oh,
So
okay. Yeah.
that's
Hey,
my
hey,
running joke.
PJ, I need you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, my dear. I'm trying to get 1K subscribers.
Hmm.
YouTube is making it hard. Um, and it's really weird. Do you ever notice you wake up and they're taking away subscribers?
Oh
Or
yes, oh yes. They definitely. I mean, there's something weird with the algorithm. Now, I just started my channel. What was it? I did my first video like last November for fun, and then I really started doing it seriously. I guess I would say in January, and it's been a wild ride
yeah,
doing my channel. But the algorithm is just strange because let me tell you, my channel is watched for sure.
yeah,
And what keeps happening is the subscribers are just fluctuating. Like it's just going up and
right,
down,
up
and it's
and
not
down.
necessarily people.
Yes, they are pimping Slim.
Yes.
Hey, VJ the DJ, what is the weather like in California?
Ooh.
That's one of my personal friends I know from Turntable.
I've never been to Cali.
Yeah, oh, I've been. I would never, honey. I went out there. No, no, no. They can have California. It's
Uh-oh, they
nice.
can have it. What's going on, Miss
Girl,
April? What's going
that
on
was
in
like too
Cali?
many people. That was like going to New York. I finally made it. I didn't make it on New Year's Eve, but I
Hmm.
did make it to New York, and I made it to Times Square. I've
I
always
love New
wanted.
York. I loved it.
Yeah.
And
Where do
and
you
I
live?
love Vegas. But yeah, Pimp and Slim, you're right. Cause I noticed like it's so much work just to keep. Cause they're like, oh, if you put out good content, you'll keep viewers and stuff. No, they're taking viewers because let
Yeah,
me
they're
tell you,
taken.
I have people coming to me and they're like, oh my gosh, I love your channel. Um, I really, and they'll tell you your video frontwards and backwards. So they definitely watched. They definitely
Yeah.
watched it. And the views will be like suspect. And it's really weird the videos that get a lot of views. It's really strange the ones that people gravitate to. But they're definitely watching. I'm a little bit in my regular everyday life. I'm very analytical, very all this other stuff. But I get to let my hair down on the YouTube. so my country accent will come out.
Right.
So my slang, so my curse words, I try to curve it a little bit, gotta be classy. But I've had a good time doing it, but it does make you discouraged. I'm to the point where I'm like, maybe I should stop
And
watching.
see, that's what they want people to do,
Mm,
is to get discouraged.
mm-hmm.
I send feedback and say you done picked the wrong black woman to mess with.
Uh-oh.
Cause I'm screenshotting everything y'all do.
All
I
right.
screenshot and I send it to them. Uh-huh. It'll be a whistleblower. They'll come out pretty soon. They'll
Mm-hmm.
say what they
I
do.
can believe it.
Yeah.
I can believe it. Like the thing is, a lot of people are running away from YouTube. They're going on Patreon. They're doing all types of other stuff. But there's this one. I don't know if you care if I call out somebody else's channel or your channel, but there is a young lady. Her name is the Mademoiselle, and her channel is everything. Like she does amazing content. Like it's really good. And she just came on there panicked because they restricted her channel. They said it was by mistake. It was an algorithm. And
Oh
they
my goodness.
restricted her
See,
channel. So
that's
now
what I'm
she got to do a
saying.
backup page.
Yeah, they pick and choose. Cause I
Mm-hmm.
know people that's been on here threatening folks' lives and stuff, and they
Mm-hmm.
still got their channels.
Exactly. And so I don't. And then my one of my favorite YouTubers ever, Miss Bondi Blue. I remember having a full meltdown, and I felt so bad for her channel because I know for a fact she's been on YouTube over 10 years. She started off doing love and hip hop videos, and she's grown her channel so huge, but she got to the point where she had to start her own website just in case. I mean, that's what Kaya did, the rapper.
Yeah.
She just left.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, see, for me, I never really, I get a check every month, and I've been on here, and I could have been pushing to get to 1K, and I've been
Mhm.
close to getting there.
Mhm.
But I just thought I got the watch hours. But in case I decide to monetize, I would like to have the the 1K.
Yeah.
And they got all of this cool buddy. They talking about do short videos. Like they trying to take you all over the world because they don't want you to get to 1K. Yeah.
Yeah, I did a couple shorts today, just cause, right? Just
Hmm.
cause once I found out about the short, I was like, okay, let me give it a try. And I see you pimping Slim. Yeah, after 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, they have to pay you. Yes, and they do not want to pay you. That's what it is. Um,
Yeah, I got shoot.
yeah.
Because
So
I
my thing.
inserted too, buddy. But then they
Mhm.
want you to pay. They got all kind of plans,
What does
$9.99.
it do for you?
I don't know. I just
Mm.
had people to tell me that it wasn't worth it.
It
Well,
wasn't.
right.
Mhm.
And can't nothing be worth it if YouTube is going to take away your subscribers.
Mhm. Mhm. No, because at one time, we everybody was watching each other's channels and subscribing. I remember I was like, oh, okay, I went to a certain amount, and then boom, it all went away, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh man. So I was like, okay. I mean, it's actually more fulfilling to get a truly earned subscriber where like somebody really came on my channel today and was like, this is my type of content. I love this type of stuff. You just got a new subscriber. So that gives you like that gives you some confirmation that you're not doing this for no reason, right? Um
Yeah.
but they make you work now. You earn your subscribers and your
Well, and that's it. But it wasn't that hard before, is what
mhm
I'm saying. You know,
mhm
and I've seen them like when we had my cousin's memorial.
mhm
Everybody that was there, I had them to pull out their phones, and I wouldn't have subscribed. I had them subscribe and those 50 plus subscribers never showed up.
What? Did they watch?
What they don't have to watch. What difference if somebody wants to subscribe to my channel?
No, from what I heard, I think they have to at least watch 1 minute of a video, or they'll think it's a bot.
And see, that's crazy too.
Yep, I believe that's what it is. They have to watch like at least 1 minute of a video. That's why you'll
Yeah.
see those places
Well,
where they
see, and
say
that's what I'm saying. Where is that stated at?
I'm trying to remember where I saw that, but you're right. It's like reading like legal paperwork. Like it's all in the fine print.
Yeah.
Because if you go, there's certain areas of Facebook where if you go on there, you'll see people offering to do watch time for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, look what VJ the DJ said. I feel that YouTube is trending towards short attention span theater like TikTok. Videos also have to capture your audience in the first 5 seconds or they're gone. And I think he's right, and he says difficult to monetize. I think that's why they're doing the short.
Yeah.
But what they don't understand is that the same thing happened with Vine. Y'all sat up here and did all this with the Vine. Have you ever heard of a Vine again? The Vine is long gone. I know for a fact there's certain YouTubers.
Okay, let's see. We got some comments.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
yeah, I just said the VJ, the DJ comment.
Slim, and then okay, VJ. Yeah. Yeah, they're making it hard to monetize. That's basically what they're doing. They've said, we're not going to let you get to 1K.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So how people are making their money is with the Patreon or creating their own platform.
Yeah. And it's wrong. Like for me,
it's definitely wrong.
It's wrong.
Yep, VJ the DJ, you cannot produce meaningful content in a few seconds. How I figured that out was just even trying to condense what I do into that 15 seconds, because I was like, okay, maybe I could take some, because I didn't feel like redoing the work. Maybe I can take one of my videos and take a snippet of it. And I'm not saying it because it's me. I have some really meaningful videos on there, and it's really weird because there's some YouTubers that I will literally sit in their lives. Their lives can go for 4 hours, and you won't even feel like you've been there 4 hours.
Girl, I did an 8-hour show the other day. I didn't even realize. I looked up. I'm like, we've been on here 8 hours. We talk about some of everything.
That's what I'm saying. You can go all around the world.
Yeah.
And you have to understand, since we were in I'm going to call it the panoramic. Since we were in the panoramic, everybody got used to talking to each other digitally and not in person. So there are people who are like truly friends through the YouTube. Like that's literally where they go to socialize. That's how they meet people.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I met you through the YouTube.
Yeah, because I don't have anything else to do. I'm on disability.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like when I posted a Black podcast, like I'll sub for stuff, like I was really going in and I was listening to these people, podcasts, sharing them, because I had nothing else to do. But then I'm thinking they was taking the subscribers, but then found out it was YouTube. I thought they were unsubscribed.
Yeah, no, it was causing quite a scandal on that group, like, because some people were thinking people were taking it. And like I told you, I went and looked at my algorithm and I'm like, that's not what's happening here. That's not what's happening. Literally something fishy is going on with the subscribers or whatever. So I feel like I just do my content because it makes me happy, or it's something I want to talk about, or something I learned that excites me and I just want to teach other people about it. That's really like, I started off like doing the TV reviews only because I said it on my channel. Because I do regular, everyday, like mathematical work in my everyday blue sky job.
Right.
Reality TV is like my escape. Like I don't have to think. It's like mental junk food, right? So it was easy to watch something and just give my opinion on it, right? But then I have other videos where I actually talk about a topic. Like, I don't know if you got to watch my dating app video, Miss April,
Yeah.
but if you ever get a chance, just go watch the dating app video. Like, that's one of the
Oh,
ones
okay.
I'm very proud
Well,
of because of the work I
and
put
I
into it.
met some good people. I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
done met doctors. You got doctors, lawyers. I mean, you got people talking about everything. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, woo. I mean, to me, it shouldn't be nobody. Everybody out here should not be ashamed to talk about anything. I shouldn't say be ashamed, but there's avenues. Like
Mm-hmm.
if you're in an abusive relationship, you got
Mm-hmm.
people that's doing shows on that. If
Yep.
you're a breast cancer survivor, such as me, I will talk about my experience and share my experience with people. So it's so wide open and it's great. Yeah.
So he said,
Okay.
it seems like you have to establish
Reality
your base
TV.
audience first,
Uh-huh.
then it went away. Oh, look, I saw that. Eat reality TV. Lots of examples of bad behavior being rewarded. Yeah, I'm about to put a video up on some foolishness I just saw. Yeah, I watched certain things. There was one channel or app that was so bad I had to get off. Because there's levels to this, right? Um, I used to be subscribed to Zeus, but Zeus was so bad that I had to I couldn't take it. And then I watched Candy and the Gang, and it was so all over the place. I barely could get through the episode. It was bad. It was bad to me. To me, I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Um,
That's what I say. They got people on here threatening to kill each other.
mhm,
They doxing people, going for the kids. I mean, it's
mhm,
crazy. And then you don't want me to get to 1K, but you got these other people acting foolish.
yep.
It's
So yeah,
weird.
reality TV is a acquired taste, and then like I said, there's different levels to this, right? Some people like. I mean, I personally love Bar Rescue. Yes. Oh, DJ, you're right. Careful. Sometimes it can take a toll on you energetically. Yes. That's why I had to disconnect from certain shows. Like I used to watch Divorce Court like on a loop. Like when Judge Maybelline and Judge Toga were there, I used to watch
Oh,
that
yeah.
shit on a loop. I mean, they have Judge Faith. I can't even watch that mess, but
Yeah.
I realized that it was literally, I mean, even going through a divorce myself, but I realized like the energy was just bad. It was just bad relationships, bad behavior. Um, Dudes disappearing for days like everything was all right. People cheating like crazy. The whole vibe was just messed up. So even though I don't even know if I'm still subscribed to the channel. I don't even know. But even though I've subscribed every time I see it. I need to unsubscribe. I just scroll on past. I don't watch it anymore at all. And I used to watch it
Okay.
all the time because the energy was just off. I used to watch Dateline all the time. I barely can do
Oh,
that
girl,
anymore.
wait a minute. I was hooked on
Yeah.
um dang, it used to
You
come
probably
on
gonna say 48
ID
hours?
channel. The ID channel. I almost
Yes.
got away with it.
Yes.
I
You can
almost
watch
got
you can
away
watch
with
that
it.
all day, but it messes with you though.
Uh,
Step away for a second and grab this up.
yeah. I almost got away with it. That ID channel had me hooked. Girl, I'd never turned my TV from the ID channel.
Yes. So you can literally like in the 90s it was Lifetime. You could watch all those Lifetime movies that were super long for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
And so I know for a fact that I had to step away from those things. So I had to step away from those things. So what is it? VJ the DJ is totally correct. It will mess with your energy.
Yeah. Um, and yeah, and you'll get burned out. And like I said, I keep saying I can't wait till it get warm and COVID gets over with. Cause
Well,
like
I
VJ, the
don't think
DJ
COVID
said,
is ever going to be over with, Miss April.
yeah,
I don't think it's ever going to be over with because I think just different forms are going to just keep showing up, and whenever they need to pull it out to make us go sit down somewhere, it will show up. And I didn't believe like I mean I knew that it existed because unfortunately one of my friends hi Faye, one of my friends actually passed away from it. So
wow, yeah, I had a cousin
and she was my same
pass
age and
away.
she had kids and everything gone. So I knew that it existed, but I didn't realize. Luckily, I mean, I caught it, but luckily, I won't say luckily, but mine was the Omicron version or whatever. And what it taught me was you can't even like be lax. Like I was the main one walking around with the mask and doing all this other stuff, for different reasons. And when I got it, it was so funny. The one time I didn't wear my mask, and the other person who got it had the jab and everything,
Yeah,
and he came and gave it to everybody else, and I
wow,
went through it, and it taught me a lot. Like I look at everything totally differently now, but I'm just happy I never had any trouble breathing because I think that would have freaked me out. But I'm convinced I had it in the beginning because
yeah.
like
I hear a
everything
lot of
first.
people say that.
Yes, no, I'm convinced because when before they announced it the first time, um me and my child got soup like it was something I had never experienced before. It was so bad. Like and I have a pretty high threshold for pain and all that good stuff. And I remember so clearly I was sick for like 4 days and everybody let's just say everybody where I go every day was sick as a dog. Everybody was gone. Everybody was
Right,
gone. This was before they even announced it. So nobody was there. Right? So then once it finally got to me and I got sick and then I remember taking the days off or whatever. And then I said, okay, I've never missed this many days before. I'm feeling better. I'm gonna go back to my job. Man, I went to work. I lasted 30 minutes. And it's not even like I felt sick when I went there. I lasted 30 minutes. I said, oh, I never felt like this before. I went home and I was down for a whole nother week. I felt
oh wow,
so bad. I just wanted to go. I literally wanted to just go. It was that bad. And then I think 2 weeks later is when they said we had this mysterious virus and it was foolishness. And my daughter kept checking on me, so she got it too. And she was sick as a dog. And they kept trying to figure out if it was flu. They couldn't figure out what it was. But what saved me, I honestly feel this way because honey has antiviral, antibacterial properties and stuff. And it just so happened my friend, I'm not saying this is a cure because I know they like to try to ban you or whatever.
right,
I think what helped me was the fact that my friend was getting naturally harvested honey, like it was like really potent, like it was like the most amazing honey ever. And I didn't even know what I had going on. I just kept drinking this stuff by the gallon and the lemon and all this other stuff. And I think when I finally went to go see the doctor again, she was like, "You're supposed to be in way worse shape than you actually are."
wow.
what have you been doing? Because I was that sick. And I was like,
Wow.
oh, I don't know. I got this. My friend bought me this
Mm.
big jug of naturally grown honey because she knows a beekeeper, and I've just been drinking it like back to back to back
Hey,
to back.
Faye.
And she told me, and she said that is why. She said that is what helped you. She was honest with me because a lot of times they won't be honest.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
VJ, you are so right.
Mm.
We all need to set better examples for each other. The world is gone. No,
Yep.
the world is fine. It's the people in the world that have gone nuts. You know, we're living in some bad times where people don't even respect each other. Kids are not, nobody's afraid of anything.
Nope.
We don't respect anybody's opinions. We're ready to kill everybody. Everybody's so angry.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, what's really going on? And that's
I
why
feel
I
like
say,
people.
hmm?
Sorry, go ahead.
I just feel like with COVID, I really feel like COVID did something to people too.
Yes.
They say people that had COVID has made people with mental illness. Uh, the mental
I think it
illness
get. I
rate
think
has
it gives
went
you.
up.
It gives you a brain fog that can last for months. It gives you a brain fog, Miss April.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and it can last for months to years. They said that's what happened to Wendy Williams.
Yeah. And
Because
now
I know
here,
I felt different after. I felt different after. It took me a minute to get back to like
wow,
feeling actually normal.
wow,
And speaking of DL Hughley, he also had the same issue. He's talked about it.
huh?
That he had the same issue. He had what they call long COVID,
Okay.
and so he's still suffering from symptoms. I don't know if he's better now.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh,
So
okay.
there's such a thing as long COVID.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So
So
all
like
right,
I
Miss
said,
April.
like VJ the DJ say, the world is gone. You know, well, it's the people in the world. Set better
Hmm.
examples.
Hmm.
And to me, I think the more you try to do the right thing, the more you're getting attacked now.
Yes,
I don't know.
they say you're being
Morals and
judgmental.
values have went out the door.
Yeah, they say you're being judgmental if you say anything. If you correct anybody, let me tell you, I just make sure I handle mine. I've had conversations with my children about certain things, and they try to tell me what they learned at school or what their friends have told them, and I'm like, hold up, you know, I'm aware of what they're saying out here in these streets, but I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you how it really is, and it's up to you to take what I'm saying and use it in your life. But just please keep in mind that nobody's gonna care more for your well-being other than your mom because I gave birth to you. So
Right,
I'm telling you that
right,
you're being led down a wrong path, and this is how it really goes. And they really sit there and listen. So I appreciate that.
right. Hey, Faye, nice to have you. And like this show, I didn't expect you to come on. I was
Yeah, this
just,
was impromptu.
yeah, and this is how my shows have been going. I
Hmm.
was, oh, and let me see, I got to make sure I'm not up next to DJ. Like I say, I'll be going back and forth. Um, I'll be in mute
Oh, did you mute yourself?
you know, this site was on, like, what was it, 12 years ago, and the
Hmm.
site came back, and you know,
You're breaking up, Miss April. if I lost you. We might have lost her, y'all. But BJ the DJ said that they have a sense of entitlement and lack of accountability, and I agree with both those things. People feel like things should be handed to them, and then when they do things when it doesn't work out for them, they don't want to be held accountable for the outcomes, right? So, but I think that's mostly human nature. Depends on how you were raised, all that good stuff. So,
Yeah. And so I'm just glad, we met because I went to some of your
yeah.
other shows and I was saying hi and I was sharing people's shows. I'm
Yes,
not a
you were.
hater.
I saw that. I saw that. Thank you so much. I
Everybody's
think
shows,
you shared one of mine.
I would go in to their shows. I spent 3 days. I'll never forget.
Mhm.
Like on that Black Podcasters Network.
Mhm.
I go into it's like 3 or 4 groups. And so I was going in and I was amazed. Like, dang, they're podcasting about everything from people being amputees, like to doctors. I mean, to everything. Like, man, this is cool. And I was just so excited, and I was subscribing, going into people's shows, and then I'm like looking at the subscribers go up and down, and I'm like, now what's going on? Because at first we thought people was unsubscribing, and then we found out it was YouTube, and I'm
Yeah, because
like,
I know I didn't. Do you know that it's still showing me as subscribed?
huh?
It might not be showing the subscribers, but I'm still subscribed
Right. Yeah.
because I see it come across my timeline.
Mm-hmm. And
So I
so how
definitely
you
see
doing, Miss
everybody's
Faith?
content. Mm.
Yeah. And then, like I said, I don't have anything to do between
Mhm.
music rooms, this, going to the doctors. Well, once it gets warm, like I got a cousin that died, so I got to go to St. Louis. Uh, Once it gets warm, I'm gonna be on the road anyway.
I was gonna say, where do you, if you don't mind me asking, what area do you live in, Miss April?
I live in Joliet, Illinois.
Okay,
Where do
okay,
you live?
okay. I'm in Florida,
Oh, what? Wow, what city in Florida?
Palm Beach. Mhm.
Oh man,
Mhm.
you out there with them rich folks.
Yeah, we got rich folks. We got poor folk too. You get to see a little bit of everybody. I actually
Wow,
went
you
somewhere
know
the other
what?
night and it
To
was
live
amazing.
out there, I mean, it's always warm. And
No, they played us because I went to a concert this weekend and I don't know what was going on. I went to a concert this weekend and that cold came out of nowhere. Had everybody out there freezing. I went to a concert in Miami.
yeah,
It's usually warm, but lately I don't know what's going on. It just came out of nowhere. So everybody was in their cute outfits just freezing.
yeah, yeah. Um, Florida is fine. I've been to Jacksonville, in
Oh
which
yeah.
I'm going again. I've got a nephew out there in
Okay.
Jacksonville,
They
and
definitely represent out there in Jacksonville.
huh?
They definitely represent out there in Jacksonville.
Oh,
They'll let
okay.
they'll let you know they're from there real quick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my nephew was out there, and I told him this year I would be coming out there
Okay.
and spend some time with them. So I'm going this year.
That's so
I'm gonna
nice.
do a
Y'all
lot of
y'all got
stuff
some
this
time.
year. I'm gonna do a lot of stuff. The good Lord to let me live here. I done survived cancer twice, had my breast removed, and still going. Ain't nothing getting ready to stop me now.
Go ahead and do it, Miss Lady, because
I
I've met so
sure am.
many people with that story. I'm actually probably gonna tell my story. I'm gonna post a couple videos about my story, what happened to
Yeah,
me. That was the most terrifying thing I've ever experienced. But my first mammogram. But I'll post about it. So I
yeah,
get it. I've met so many people who survived, some who didn't. So every
yeah.
day is a blessing.
And breast cancer runs in my family.
Oh
We're in the
man.
second generation. Third,
Hmm.
my aunts had it, I had it, my cousins, and now my cousins' kids.
Man, so you guys have to definitely do those
I
diagnostic
done
tests.
took the breath test.
Hmm.
I took
Oh,
the
you took the
gene
brag
test.
test?
Right. And see, they told me I didn't carry the gene.
Really?
Because, see, the first time I would have had my breast removed then. And I
Oh
took
man.
that pill, tamoxifen. I took this pill for 5 years. I took that pill faithfully. And it still came back.
Oh my goodness.
And when it came back, I had to make some decisions real fast.
Mhm.
I didn't even have time to think. And then I was trying to get back and forth to Chicago. And so thankful. Ooh, so thankful.
I'm thankful for you. I'm
Yeah,
so happy for
so
you.
thankful. Yeah. Um, Matter of fact, a guy from my turntable days, he organized a GoFundMe because I'm on Medicare. I
Mm.
don't get Medicaid. See, we going
Mm.
into a whole nother subject now. But
Yeah.
when people was talking about, see, I tell my story. When people was talking about that Obama health care was
Mhm.
messed up, they wasn't lying. Because a person like me on Medicare, I get too much a month. So I can't be on Medicaid, which is
Yeah.
complicated assistance in your state. So they put me on Medicare. Medicare sucks. I pay $170 a month. They only cover the plan I got into now, 4 rides to doctors for my dental. Like I'm getting new dentures. They told me 2,000. Come
Mhm.
to find out now it's 30. They only paying 30%. But if I was
Oh
on
my goodness.
Medicaid, I would have gotten free dentures.
And if you're on a fixed income, that definitely hits those pockets.
Yeah. And so that's not right. I'm a taxpayer. I shouldn't be paying for nothing. But people that's
Exactly.
on Medicaid, they have better benefits than me.
Mm.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
girl,
that's that.
we gonna
That's where
conquer
the
this.
system is messed up.
Yeah. And this done been great.
Yeah, I'm so happy I came on here to talk to you. Maybe I'll join you next time. I was literally just I was getting some stuff fixed at my house and stuff, and I heard you ask somebody to come on, and I'm like, am I gonna be able to get on? Because I'm trying to finish up something that was going on in my house, and it got done. And when you asked again, I was like, okay, let me jump on here.
Oh
So I'm
yeah,
so
I
happy.
always ask people to come on. Cause
Yes,
it don't bother me. I ain't doing nothing else.
yeah.
That's what was making me so mad with YouTube.
Mhm. That you did all that work, and you did
Yeah,
all that
and
work, and
then you
it
gotta,
wasn't.
yeah, do that. But it is what it is.
Yes.
So I either have a choice. I'll talk about them when I feel like it, and I'ma still keep going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
keep pushing. I mean, even just to get your story out.
Well, yeah, that's I like to talk to women like my age because I went through a traumatic experience with losing my breast,
Mhm.
and I was in full blown menopause.
Mm.
Yeah. So
All right, Miss April, I'm gonna head out.
okay,
I appreciate you
thanks for
bringing me on
joining
here.
me. Have a good
Thank you.
night.
Good night.
Okay, good night. Thanks for joining us, Faye. Thank you, BJ the DJ. I mean, this is
Thank
nice
you,
to have
everyone.
my music friends. I've been knowing them for 10 years. Okay. Thank
Bye.
you. We're going to end this. All right.